Today we're going to use the Breeze Dehydrator to dehydrate some tomatoes. You're going to love this recipe. The outcome is really similar to everybody's favorite sun-dried tomatoes. Perfect one for when you have extra tomatoes if you grow your own at home or when they're cheap and in season. I'm going to use Roma tomatoes today, but you could use any tomatoes that you like. Smaller tomatoes will take less time than larger ones, and there's some really good information on the blog about this entire process and how to store them. So make sure you give that a read. Otherwise, let's just get straight into it. You can make as many as you can fit in your trays. I have about 1 kilo of tomatoes here and I should be able to fill about 3 trays. So the first thing I'll do is give the tomatoes a really good wash and make sure that any excess dirt has been taken away. And then I'm going to slice them into evenly sized wedges and load them straight onto the tray. Before you start cutting, make sure the tomatoes are really nice and dry. The less moisture, the better. Also, if they have a really thick core, you can go ahead and slice that out and remove a little bit of that bitterness. Removing the seeds will save you a little bit of time in the dehydrator, but it's not necessary. I'm going to keep them in today. And once you've finished slicing, go ahead and lay them onto the trays. You can have them pretty close together because they will lose a lot of volume, and it's a good idea to keep similar sizes together on the same tray. Once your trays are all loaded up, they're ready to go on. You might consider adding a little bit of seasoning at this point as well. Anything like dried oregano or basil would work really nicely, chili, or even just salt and pepper. Now I'm going to set the machine to 60 degrees and I'm expecting that this size tomato will take at least 12 hours. Smaller size tomatoes will take as little as 8 hours and larger ones up to 20 hours. I'm going to check the tomatoes after 12 hours, and if they're not ready, I'll put them back on in 2-hour increments until they're nice and dry. The tomatoes have been on for 16 hours now. They should be pretty much ready, so let's have a look inside. When they're ready, they should be flexible and a little bit leathery. There should be no moisture left in them. So if there is, then feel free to remove the ones that do look ready and place the machine back on for a couple of hours. So there's another great way to use your dehydrator at home. These are great tossed through a salad or scattered over a pizza. Check out the blog to see a couple of really good tips and tricks on storage and seasoning. I'll link that here below. If you give this one a go at home, we'd love to hear about it in the comments section. If you haven't already, hit subscribe to see more of our Luvele life recipes and other ways to use your appliances. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next time.